Okay, so welcome, Linda. It's really nice to have this kind of formal chat, actually, because we've known each other for years. How many years is it, do you think now?
It's many years.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly. When did you come to the Seriousness party? What year was that?
That was 2018.
So we'd
So
known each other a little bit before that. So
yeah,
let's say 2016, maybe.
2016. I feel like it was, yeah, 2016,
May-
maybe just nearly 10 years, huh?
Yeah, I would say 10 years. That sounds good.
Yeah. And we met each other through Facebook.
Online, Facebook,
I,
about around permaculture.
was it permaculture? Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Somehow there was some connection there on some post, somewhere, sometime
Yeah.
about permaculture,
Yeah. And
and
of course,
somehow we connected through that right away.
yeah.
Actually,
Yeah. I think I maybe saw you write something. I was like, oh my God, I need to know this lady.
right.
Because we were in Ibiza at the time and I had just got this permaculture guy to come around and kind of look at the land and see what he thought of it. I mean, I didn't really know anything about how to, plan it out then. Um, but yeah, so wow. And then in 2017, when we left Ibiza in 2016, I went on a big trip around. Well, we went Giulio and I went on a trip around the world, and it wasn't.
Right, you went traveling for I think several years.
It was 3 years actually
Yeah.
until COVID, made us stay in New Zealand for 5 years. But that's another story. But yeah, so I was really in this beautiful position to go and meet lots of my Facebook friends that I've met over the years of me, sharing stuff on Facebook. Probably I've been sharing kind of truthy kind of things since around 2009, I guess, 2010. Um,
Okay.
so it was beautiful to come and see you in Oregon.
That
Um,
was so fun. And it's because of you that I had these parties, the seriousness parties.
yeah,
Can you feel it?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you feel it?
And we did, and we do. And I'm getting ready to have another huge party. Can you feel it?
I can
Yes.
hear Linda.
Yes, I can feel it. It's kind of exciting. First party here at my new place and
Yeah.
show off my garden and all the work I've done and everything. So,
It was you were showing it to me yesterday, weren't you? It's just amazing. And you've got a dragon behind you,
yeah.
one of the guardians of your
Yes, they are. They're of abundance and protection and all things good. I love dragons. I
beautiful.
have another one out in my garden too. Not the same kind here
Hmm.
as this one, but a metal statue kind.
Nice. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, seriousness, for those who don't know, me and Giulio is a word that Giulio made up for his birthday in, I think it was 2016. And I was like, do you want to do a theme for your birthday this year? And he's like, what are we going to do? And he was like, seriousness. And I was like, what's that mean? And then he was like, well, should we just do a silly party? And he was like, no, I want seriousness. So, and then it was just such a great word because it's so silly and it makes people think. And then we carried on with this whole seriousness vibe for a while there. And you've carried it on now, actually. We rarely sort of say the word. Sometimes we do. But it was for
I
me.
don't really much anymore. The party is not a seriousness party, but it is a takeoff
Yeah,
on it, shall we say. It's a party.
it's a party.
Seriousness is a party. It's a
Yeah,
dress up party. You have drinks, you have food, you dress up, you enjoy each other. And the thing of it is, see, it's about unity. It's about coming together in our common humanity. It's about coming together and having fun and enjoying each other because I feel we've lost the knack of our common humanity and what it means to gather together and have fun. And I think that this kind of thing breaks the spell cast more than anything because we're not supposed to have fun. We're not supposed to enjoy life. We're not supposed to, you know, enjoy each other's company, for heaven's sakes. It's raining out here, so
Is
I'm
it
going to
really?
move
It's getting
inside.
bad. Oh goodness.
Yeah, it's a heavy mist. It's not raining. I might be able to go back out, but
Yeah, I totally agree. And that's it. Everything's gotten so serious in the world. That's why we wanted to,
it's everything is so heavy, so complicated, and we've decided that if, you know, we don't agree, that we can just go ahead and fucking shoot each other, kill each other, do whatever we want. And things have become so convoluted, so upside down, inside out, twisted, um, you know, and so all on purpose to keep us from connecting and unifying. So that's kind of some of the intent behind my parties is, you know, I've invited some people who I've lost contact with from COVID and all that, and just decided, heck, I went on a trip down to Cabo San Lucas, uh, Cabo del San Jose down in Mexico, Baja. And the guy that I stayed with, I have known him for 30 years, and we are on exactly the opposite page.
Oh wow. I thought you were going to say
Exactly
the
the
same thing.
opposite page. But we agreed
Yeah.
that our friendship, see, this was a really wonderful thing because most people don't think that. It's like our friendship is more valuable than any political kind of divide and things like that. So we just don't, talk about those things. And his friend, both of them are coming to my party.
Mhm.
And that's what I mean. It's about coming together in our common humanity. And if we don't do that, everything is going to be lost. We're going to lose everything,
Well,
that's valuable.
as the wise sages say, and other self-help gurus and stuff, really, it's all about we only have the now and the moment, and that's when we create our reality, right?
That's all there is
Yeah.
this moment now. And
Yeah.
if we're not someplace where they say this happened, especially in our world today, we have no way to know if that's true.
Yeah. No, we
We
don't.
have no way to know. They can say anything, promote and lie and all of those things, and we can easily take it as the truth. It's
Yeah.
a sad statement
And
about our.
and more so these days with all the AI. I mean, and we know that there's been a lot of fake videos and stuff anyway, but like now with AI, they can do a fake video in a second. And so who the hell
Exactly.
knows what's true? So actually, in a way, it's pushing us more into like, okay, we just need to go inside and have fun in our little moment because how do we know what the truth is about what's going on?
We don't, and I wish more people would. I think, well, I hold out for the fact that people are seeing through this now. Many people woke up from the COVID debacle or whatever you want to call it. And I think more and more people are seeing the mainstream media is not going to let you know that more and more people are not going their route, so to
Right,
say.
right. Of course. No, they're not.
So
Yeah,
that keeps us more like thinking we're all alone over here, but actually I don't think we are all alone over here.
yeah, I have to agree with you with that. That's very true. Yeah, and so hence having these parties, having gatherings, coming together with people and talking, and then we figure out, oh, actually, a lot of people are more on the same page with us now. You know?
Actually, I even kind of like you. I mean, Bob, that's my friend. We had a lot of laughs in his friend Mo's. I mean, we just laughed and had a good time, went out to dinner, drank, ate good food,
Yeah,
walked on the beach. I mean, see, the simple pleasures of life, like really getting together and enjoying each other's company is what we have done forever.
yeah, yeah,
It's how we've become, it's how our humanity, I think, is expressed.
Yeah.
And magic always happens at these gatherings.
Yeah. 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 When people let go and then there's the magical now. Um, but
Exactly.
listen, I want to backtrack a bit here because you've
Yeah.
such an interesting path and you've been like on the soul searching mission since, I don't know what age did you start kind of questioning things and
When did I? Oh gosh, I would say the thing is, is I've always been alternative. I've never really fit in anywhere. I've always been the black sheep, always the loner kind of gal out there, you know. And my mom actually was actually an influence on me because she would say things like, well, Linda, there's a new world order coming and the Chinese and, things like that. And this
ah,
one new world order, my mother, years and years ago.
when would this
So
be?
my,
Like the 60s or something?
yeah,
My
60s,
goodness.
70s,
Yeah.
well, the 60s, not quite yet. I was still, a hippie child of the 60s there living in LA having a grand time. But
Yeah.
somewhere right around that time,
Hmm.
uh, and I said, oh, Mom, that's so ridiculous. I said, a new world order, everybody together and everything. I said, it sounds great because I didn't know a thing then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so yeah, so that's when it started like that with my mom.
Planted a seed.
And then it just carried on. And actually, a deeper experience happened for me when we moved. I moved when I got divorced from my last husband. I lived in San Francisco, and my daughter just moved up here to Eugene, and she was having kids and stuff. So I thought, oh, okay, that's where I'll go. And I love the summers up here. They're hot and dry and beautiful. And I had this house, the one you've been to, with this most fantastic, incredible view.
Hmm.
I mean, to
Yeah.
see for miles, the view, the big sky and everything. So I'm out there one day in my newly developed garden and I'm loving it. And the sky is this most deepest, incredible blue that I've ever seen. I've never seen sky like that since.
Wow.
And I'm going, wow. I mean, it was really so deep and profound and beautiful. And then later that day, I had no idea about any of this. I see these planes coming and they're leaving the white trails in the sky and all this and they're mucking it all up and all this stuff then is precipitating down. And I'm like, what the fucking hell is this? Excuse me. I'm like, this is the worst, like the worst smog day in LA.
Right.
Can't see anything. It's all terrible. So I started doing a little research. I called the air quality control board here, and they told me I was fucking nuts. Don't call and don't bother me with this stuff.
Really?
I said, hey, you know what? I'm talking to the government. I said, I am a concerned citizen. I just experienced something that I have no idea what happened here.
Mhm.
And the lady, I guess she'd heard from people before about this or whatever. And she said, well, you just go take a test yourself and find out what it is. And it's like, don't bother us and don't call us. And I'm like, okay, there's something more going on here. And that's actually when I woke up more fully to
What's
the
happening?
evil or whatever you want to call it, the darkness behind our world. And I had actually the dark night of the soul. It
Wow.
was really heavy duty. I wanted to die. It's like, what? You can fucking fly into my space, do whatever you want, muck up my air, whatever. I have no say about it or anything. And you're just doing this. And fuck, man, let's just die or get the hell out of here or whatever. I mean, it was pretty heavy.
Wow. When would that have been? Like around 2012, 2011?
That was no, that was like in 20, I moved here in 2012 in 2007. So like 2008 or nine. Yeah, close,
Okay.
like right around that time.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
And so since then, of course, it's been a completely different reality and different way forward. And you had to, for me, I had to deeply rely on my spiritual understanding, um, and what it really means to be awake. You know, it's not awake to the terror, yes, to the terror of the world, but awake more deeply in the underlying realities and how we can, uh, I don't know how to say it, connect our spirituality to it or something like that for freedom, because it's all about freedom, freedom from the lies, freedom to be ourselves, freedom to enjoy life, freedom to enjoy each other, and to really to get along, because I have traveled the world like you have, and I have never met horrible people. I've never had any bad experiences. Everybody just wants to know who you are, talk to you, what it's like to live there. And
Mhm.
I mean, never have I encountered all this evil and horribleness stuff in the world. The common people are not, they are
Mhm.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. I mean, of course, there's always stupid stuff that goes on, but like in general, people have got kind hearts and people want
they
good.
do.
You know?
People are good.
Yeah.
We are good.
Yeah.
And it's that we've been so coerced and manipulated. You know, we need to bring compassion, kindness, love. You know, like, gosh, when I moved to my old house there all those years ago, two people on that street brought me cookies and welcomed me to the neighborhood. You don't,
Wow.
that never happens anymore like that,
Really?
you know? And then I sent out an invitation to everybody on the mail on my street and a few people I'd met to have a party because I didn't know anybody. And that's actually how my party started, was all about connection, was all about bringing people together in the truth of the love and what it means to be human together.
Hmm.
You know, because we're forgetting that most major part,
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
humanity
Yeah.
and what it means. So I think having these gatherings, enjoying each other,
Hmm.
this is what breaks the spell casts and brings us back together. So
Yeah. 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 It's imperative. You're actually making me, because I love throwing parties, as you know, and Giulio and that. And we've been on this island for 5 years, so we didn't really get to do as many gatherings as we would have liked. And now, we've been interviewed for 2.5 months now, and I'm like, oh, I really do want to do a party, of- for this very reason, So,
yes, you
um,
know, and it's to help us be free.
yeah.
To me, the most important word is freedom
Hmm.
and liberation. And really the only way we can get there, to that's happened for me anyway,
Hmm.
is understanding certain things about our spirituality and who we are, and what that really means, because the heart has been compromised in order to do what they've done out in the world. That the heart had to be destroyed so that we could take sides and hate each other and kill our neighbor and things like that.
Hmm.
So it's up to us. It's always up to us. It's always been up to us. We have to turn that around and say, no, you know, this is how we're going to live.
I mean, and it's so many distractions these days, obviously, with just like trying
All on
to
purpose.
survive, kind of, working, and then all the social media crap. I was actually thinking just a couple of days ago, like all of the reality shows that came in, from the early 2000s, and then the Big Brother thing, and Big Brother was really the first time where you saw people like kind of just being on camera and being themselves and saying kind of, well, yeah, being themselves. Maybe some of them were acting a little bit, but and it kind of primed everyone for social media to start, filming themselves and, create their own little big brother for themselves and get the attention.
And
Um,
what we have to be careful of is because also in a subtle kind of way, if we're not on top of it in our spiritual kind of self, it just came to me. It's like that develops narcissism and gaslighting
yeah, yeah, yeah,
because that,
yeah. Oh, for
not telling the truth. And anyway, you get my point
I
there.
do, I do. Well, that brings us to a point of like deception. I mean, I think that truth and well, deception is the main problem on the planet, and that we also have between in ourselves and everyone else around us. We think we don't lie, but it's all of these white lies, the things that we tell people, we don't quite tell the truth because we don't want to hurt them, or we just want to don't, yeah. Just when we say, oh no, I'm not going to do that because and you're not telling the truth, the person is feeling it, from the field, your field, just, like children when they're told like, oh, Santa Claus is real. And so we create this
Right.
whole deception kind of matrix within ourselves and around us. And it gets very confusing for us spiritually, I think, because and it blocks our intuition. Um, and so just I think if we can really start to be really honest with ourselves and not tell white lies, because most of us don't realize we're lying and we're deceiving people.
And that's so hard because the government lies, the whole world is a lie, everything is a fucking lie, right? I mean, where's the truth to be found out in our world today? So it's got to come from the heart and our connection with each other. And
Mm.
because the government lies, because everything is a lie, then we lie too, little bits at a time. Certainly I've been guilty of that, probably still am sometimes, but it's like
We leave information out
we leave information
so that we
out.
can get the job, or we can, I don't know, or we can get the person, or
It's
what.
too bad that the world has um, developed and become that. But again, it's because of the heart, our touchstone, our connection to the earth, our connection to each other, our connection to life and the universe and the magic and mystery here. See, for me, a deeper question always is, who are we? Where did we come from? How did we get here? Where is here? What is this?
What the
See,
fuck?
these are questions that nobody has been able to answer or tell me the answer to or anything. And if we could concentrate more on that,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yes,
think the magic and the wonderment of this life, because this is a freaking incredible place. Oh my God. It's the
yeah,
beauty, the magic, the mystery is beyond. And if we could get back into that, that reconnects the heart, reconnects us to the earth, reconnects us to each other.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that's our only way forward. It brings a tear because that is our only way is through this connection and it's up to us.
yeah,
It's always been up to us.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with you, and it is an incredible magic place.
Oh my
All
God, it's
all of I mean, just the way that nature provides for us, and it's so abundant. When you grow your own food, you start to realize how abundant. But she clothes us, she keeps us warm, she builds a house for us, she feeds us, she keeps us cool under the trees. But like, um, the system that's been put in place has just disconnected us. But we know, and we've seen, and we hear stories about other people having a worldly kind of gifts or paranormal kind of things. So we can all access that, but now we're being told that no, the human body is corrupt and wrong, and there's no more we can go, no further we can go. So we're going to have to go into AI and add something to you. We're going to have to cut off this and that kind of thing and add this. It's like, no, this is the organic technology that we need to master. And it's true.
AI
We've had,
technology is going to destroy us, really.
yeah. Listen, it's
I
been
mean, there are some beautiful benefits that we can use from it, but the disconnect is deeper. And the virtual reality, oh, let me just sit in my house and, oh, I can, watch everything. Total disconnect.
Yeah.
Some people are even using like Chat GPT to do therapy and to talk to people, to talk and whatever. And so, I mean, some AI thing, like some of the art, some artists would disagree with that, but some of the stuff you can do is incredible. A little medical help or whatever. But the thing is it's all programmed. Who programmed it? I think a lot of this AI stuff is just purporting the program deeper.
Yeah. I mean, and there was something in the news recently that you can actually, it's all public. Anything in your chat GPT is all public. Somebody can
Oh,
actually Google it. It's Googleable. Um,
oh gosh.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Funny.
no, thanks. I don't have that. I haven't signed up for it. I don't have it. I haven't used it. I
Yeah.
most likely am not going to use it, but my daughter said she has it, but she uses it just like Google. So when she, like Google's a question or something, the chat GP can answer it more deeply, kind of in a better way, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I
But
definitely find it much better to to get through the crap on Google. Not that I don't actually use Google. I use something else, Start Page or something. Same old thing. But
yeah,
I can get a much more precise answer and quite quickly. And I use it for setting up technology. Like, for example, setting up this or setting up my DJ setup. I mean, I couldn't have done without it because before I'd have to go through all of these chat rooms and stuff to figure out what connecting is going to this. And I just say, look, this is my tip. This is what I'm using. This is my mixer. This is my this is the software. And it's just like, okay, now let's test this. Let's test this. So it's been like a gem for setting up technology, funnily enough, for me.
so stuff like that is great for it.
Yeah. Yeah. But
That's what I mean. And find some medical information, go a little deeper with that. I don't know. It's very interesting. Some people have had some pretty profound chats with it
yeah. Yeah.
and shared some informative information, all alternative kind of stuff. So you have both sides, right? You
you
can
do.
get
Yeah. It's just like I've found like, you have to be careful. Like, sometimes I've used it to sort of can you shorten this blurb that I've put to, to 300, characters or something? And it shortens them and does it really well. And, but it still sounds like me. But the thing,
right.
you have to be careful. You stop thinking for yourself, So I make
That's the problem
yeah,
that
I
they're
write all my
talking
things,
of.
then I make, then I edit it myself. And then when I'm really, just want to tighten, but I think a lot of people are losing the ability to think. Um,
I agree.
what I've noticed lately is it's been lying to me, like outright lying. Like I was asking about like, okay, on Instagram, because it's so complicated, how do you can I still boost a post if it's like this many minutes or whatever it was and I put the link and it's oh, it's a really warm, loving video. I really like how you did that. And then a bit later on just now, it's like, wait a minute, you can't even see my video, can you? And said, ah ha ha, you put me out. I can't actually see it, but I took it from how you described it, and so it's just, and that's happened several times where it's lying that it's doing something or seeing something and it's not. And then it's actually feeding you back different information. It starts talking about something that's talked about ages ago. It's in the last week, I've noticed it's got a bit like, eh? It's like maybe it's getting a bit corrupted or something. It's a bit weird. I don't know, but I've had it. I said, you just lied to me. It's just so,
Well,
yeah.
see, I think corruption, that's the thing, is corruption is possible everywhere. And when you don't have the human voice, the human interaction, it's even more easily to get corrupted and things. I think again, our touchstone, our heart connection, our human connection, humanity, that's really our only way forward to the truth. And the thing is, too, I've been watching some of these posts because I've been having trouble with my daughter and thinking about that. And therapy has also ruined us because borders, boundaries, and certain words like that that they use have become what's that word when you escape the spiritual thing? Bypass,
Bypass.
spiritual bypass. You don't have to look at yourself anymore. Someone's making boundaries for you, saying you can't do this, and they become a toxic person. So you don't have to deal with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everything has flipped,
Yeah.
everything becomes convoluted, and therapy is not the answer anymore either in that way. And there's more people coming up into understanding that, and then uh, using new words and not new words per se, but explaining what's happened and how therapy in the old way and rehashing the past and going over it and all like that, it just embeds it deeper. It doesn't clear it out. It doesn't give you a pathway forward. It just solidifies it more in your body, and
Exactly. And the body is the mind, as you know.
it's not helping.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's new ways now of therapy with words and different ways, and we have to take responsibility for ourselves, for our actions, for everything. We cannot push it on to other people, blame it on our parents. I mean, at a certain point, it's us.
Yeah.
It's our thing. Our parents birth us and they give us life. I'm coming more deeply to understand this. Our children are not ours. They have their own life, their own things to move into and to move through.
Yeah.
And so staying present,
Mhm.
forgiveness, kindness, understanding. Oh, my mom, she was fucked up too. How could I expect her to do this for me? And so, things like that.
No, it's up
And
to
this,
us to break the pattern, and
yeah, breaking the pattern, and it's ancestral healing that we're doing when we take this kind of thing on.
yeah, yeah. And there's so much out there now that you can use and tools and you
Discernment, what does that mean? Who uses, I mean, we generally out there,
yeah,
there's no discernment. They're just, people just take it in as truth. Oh yeah, and they never question, never look at anything, never think. It's like, oh right, well, I'm just gonna go kill that guy then,
mm.
right?
Or I'm just gonna go, oh, I'm gonna go to this healer, and then they're gonna take away this thing from me, and I'm solved, and um,
Nope.
I feel great now, Yeah. So there's
Everything, for what I've learned, is you can have all these spiritual teachings, you can have all the books, you've gone to all the people, you've read everything, you've gone to the meetings, you know, and what? Nothing changes, because unless you apply it,
yeah,
they're meaningless words on a page.
yeah, and
It's all in the application, and most people, they don't know how to look within anymore. They don't know how to apply that. They're afraid to see the darkness within. The darkness is our deepest,
yeah,
best liberating friend.
yeah,
It
yeah,
is. And if people could just understand that, when people say, oh, it's too dark, oh, I'm like,
mm,
bye bye.
yeah,
Because until we face that within ourselves and realize that what's within is without,
yeah,
and how it is like that, the collective, the consciousness, the dream, it's not going to change.
yeah. And
And
the thing is, people watch so much darkness on TV and all these series. Like most of the series I can't watch. They're too violent for me, and I feel it in my body, and then I can feel it the night or the next day. It sits with me, and people don't realize that. I think they're numb to it. Maybe they've just got so much in them, but they just think it doesn't mean anything, and it does because it goes in the consciousness. And
well,
that darkness they're okay with. But then when there's other darkness that is,
our own real darkness that has compromised our whole life through our false beliefs and false programming and all terrible food, those all affect
Mm,
the reality. And so, again, that's why our food and the messages and everything are not life affirming. They're not community connecting. They're always separating and dividing.
mm, yeah.
And
So where
so,
so what's your what's your life like? How do you approach your day? Because how old are you now, Linda? You've got how many years of wisdom going on? Not that age matters, but
76.
76. Wow. Wow,
Yes,
don't look at
76. So I have gone through all the religions, Buddhist, Hindu, born again Christian, and then I found non-duality, or I how do you say it? Advaita. And that changed everything for me. That really changed everything for me because when you realize that, it's a dream and who's dreaming what and what dream and it's illusion and what is that? And, you know, uh, there's a certain freedom. This is actually really waking up to the truth of who we are, waking up, not to the political terror, but to our deep spiritual reality and understanding. And so that's what happened for me. And in that, I was able to let go of pretty much everything because everything is sacred. There's no place holier than the other. The drunk in the street with a needle in his arm is frickin' flippin' as holy as the Buddha guy on the mountain praying. There is absolutely no difference.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And so when we can understand this, then there's a different connection that happens and a different level of letting go because we see inside of ourselves where we compromise ourselves and our beliefs. And so I just get up and face the day. I don't, I live in my little bubble in my garden in my beautiful home, and I stay here a lot and I hang out with like-minded friends and things. And I'm generally pretty happy, you know, and some of that happiness, it came from doing that deep inner work and looking within, facing the darkness within. We must do that. We can't spiritually bypass it. We can't say, oh, it's not important. Oh, it's too dark. I can't go there. That's the only way of liberation
Yeah.
and freedom is to look at that. So I don't have to do any practices. I'm not constrained by any kind of outside thing that I have to do to make me more holy or make me more better or anything. My beliefs do that for me.
Hmm.
I'm not good enough, can't, whatever. And so the
Yeah.
work is the self-talk. It's the feeling. It is moving ourselves out of that into a deeper truth. And when you realize that everything is holy and everything is sacred and there's nothing that isn't, including us,
Hmm.
we forget us
Yeah.
generally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then there's nothing to do but to enjoy the mystery and the magic of this place. And that basically is what what I try to do with my flowers and my garden and my home and the beauty that I create. I've realized that I'm really about creating beauty and sharing beauty. That's really if there's a purpose or a meaning, which I don't really believe too much in purpose and meaning anymore because
Yeah.
it's all what we put on it. Life is a neutral happening, and we put our beliefs and our constraints and all those things on it
Yeah.
like that. So I certainly have dark nights of the soul where I still have to look within and see these places and take responsibility for it. But when you do the work, see, there's a release that happens and
Yeah.
you know it and
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
feel it
Yeah.
and things shift.
Yeah.
a little bit. They can be profound, they can be very subtle. But, you know, when I changed my diet also about happiness, because this is this elusive, fleeting kind of thing that everybody wants, this happiness thing. And when I changed my diet and I did the carnivore thing for a while, I'm not straight carnivore anymore, but did that for quite a while. And because my gut, my whole body, everything, just a total clean out. I think I shared with you, but one day I'm bringing in wood in my wheelbarrow. It's freezing cold outside. And I'm like, oh my God, you know. And I stopped and I'm like, oh my God, I'm happy. I'm happy. So, food and our beliefs compromise so much within our physical being.
Yeah, I know this is it. This is an organic technology, and what we're putting into it, we can be our worst enemy. I mean,
And we are.
yeah, yeah,
And I certainly have been.
yeah. You were
And
vegan before that, weren't you, for many
they
years?
what?
You were vegan for many years, weren't you, before carnivore?
Not vegan. I never was vegan, but I was vegetarian
Wow.
for like 40 years.
Wow. Wow, that's a long time.
And eating meat again was one of the deepest, most spiritual experiences I've ever had.
Amazing. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's amazing.
It was really true.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna never not eat meat again. I have my, other little things I eat, but clean food is critical.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just critical. And that's another thing they distract. When you realize that everything is about harm in a way,
Mhm.
and you realize whatever they say pretty much is a lie, and you do the exact
Yeah, yeah,
opposite.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And that's how I've conducted my life. That's why I feel I'm as healthy and strong as I am at the age I am. It's our thoughts,
yeah,
and the food we eat and keeping busy. I am always doing stuff, never just sitting around. Sometimes I do, of course,
yeah,
but you know what I mean? You have to keep moving to keep moving. And
yeah,
that is physical as well as mental and spiritual.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You just brought up a point like about I think you just about thinking. And it just triggered me and reminded me of this post that a lady put on Facebook a couple of weeks ago, I saw, which really just like shook me profoundly because I've been looking into Neville Goddard's work and, just having the inner conversation stuff and your perception of reality. And so this was an experiment done in the early 80s, I think. I'll try and find it and I can put it in the description. But it was like a group of 10 people were asked if they would, do this experiment, and they had makeup artists put like horrific scars all over their face. Have you read it? Yeah. And then just before they're about to go out, so they see themselves in the mirror before they're about to go out, the makeup artist go, "Oh, I just want to touch up a little bit," and they wipe the entire scar off. And then the people go outside for an hour and walk around, and then they come back in and they're asked, how did the public react to you? How did people react to you? And all of them said, a lot of people were going, "Oh, oh." They couldn't look at me, and or some of them were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I felt so sorry for them. And everyone reacted to them. And it was just like, oh my God, we're so creating the way we look. And it's just like, it just blew my mind.
The
Uh,
inner is the outer. When we walk around with our beliefs like that, we influence the whole field around us, and that's what we're going to frickin' see.
yeah,
So with my children, I am learning, and that Neville Goddard one
mhm,
that you sent me really helped break the spell, break my beliefs, because how do we know for sure? We don't. We have so much garbage in our mind
yeah.
churning around about things, right? And it's like, stop it. Just
Stop it.
fucking
Yeah.
stop it.
Uh, you
Done.
reminded me of the great Stop It video that our friend here showed me and Giulio. It's just hilarious. It's this very short thing, this English psychologist. It's from a TV show, I think. And this woman,
And but it's up to us. See, it's
just
always
stop
up
it,
to
just
us.
stop it. Literally,
Exactly.
stop
And
it.
those
Get you.
like Neville Goddard, that really helped me a lot about the talking about it,
Yeah.
the feeling it, the envisioning it. It's a Joe Dispenza kind of stuff too, in a way. But
But before his time, like in the 40s,
yeah,
it, it's really interesting to hear
right. No, I
in
I
a
really
way.
I really liked it. We have to bust our beliefs. We have to be willing to look, and that's what the program does not encourage.
Yeah.
It doesn't encourage us to look within. It doesn't give us the tools to look within, and nobody else is looking within. So it's really a challenge. And when I say to face the darkness within, I think that that scares so many people. But the thing is, if you just look,
Hmm.
it dissipates.
Yeah.
It only wants to be
Yes.
seen and acknowledged
Yeah.
so that we can move forward from it. And it's no one can do that for you.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it? Face the fear and do it anyway, or something?
Something like that.
You go through the fear and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Because we have this like the synapses are like, okay, can't do that. And then we just don't think we've done it for so many years. We just kind of go, oh, don't want to do that. But we don't go a little bit further. If we do go a little bit further, we're like, oh, so nothing's really going to happen.
Exactly.
It's like, it can be so simple. If we just go, hang on a minute, wait, where's that thought? Okay, let me just think about this for 1 second. What would happen? And it takes, it takes a while, it takes practice, and for me, I feel like, I have to see it, quite a few times before I really drum it home.
Yeah.
And yeah, and this new,
Because
yeah,
sorry,
you go for it.
freedom also is something that we are not familiar with, personal freedom.
Yeah, yeah,
And what that really means. And, you know, again, I just was have been liberated from a few of these beliefs I've had around my children and how they think about me. And my God, my daughter wrote me the most incredible little note.
amazing,
Just a nothing thing.
right?
It just nothing. But
After
it's
you
like
flipped your,
she never does that. She never says anything. She says, "Oh, anyway, that's what's going on here today, Mom, and I hope you're having a great day." Never.
wow, and this is when you
She
shifted your perception,
yes.
right? Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, and that's I think where,
Through
yeah,
and inner self-talk, right? And feeling it. So he says like before you go to bed, you envision this. So I envisioned with my daughter talking to her, loving her, being with her,
yeah,
whatever in visions I had like that. And I had some deep stuff in there, some beliefs that I had too. And I'm like, you don't know that for sure, Linda. You do not know that that is true.
yeah,
And that just busted it. And it was a liberation, it was a freedom that happened. And it's all in helping us to be more who we are.
yeah,
Without the belief we're not good enough, we could
yeah,
never do it right. I'm not smart enough, I'm not rich enough, whatever those things are, we all have that.
yeah, yeah,
We all have those and so through that self-talk and that perception and being willing to look, because then you have to find the thought behind that belief, and that is often a very dark thought.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I have faced that darkness, and I am so grateful.
yeah, yeah. And then
So
reality
grateful.
changes, and it is just, and it is this like weird thing. Okay, is this what it means when the timeline shifts? And oh,
Right.
and the other day I did a little experiment like this. There was this, I was sitting at the beach and there were these girls walking down the steps. I was just sitting in a little restaurant with Giulio and they're walking down and one of them, it was kind of slippery like stones, really, shiny. And
Uh-huh.
and then the others kind of got her up and they were all wearing these sort of bikinis, trying to look all fancy sort of thing. But she was sort of like, oh, and then she started walking along the boardwalk towards me, and she was kind of going, "Ugh," and she was really annoyed, and like the other girls were kind of just kind of walking along, and I could see she was really frustrated, but that it had happened. She was fine. And I just in my head I was like, she's gonna be great. She's gonna be she's absolutely fine. She's perfect. And literally, as she got to me, she just twitched and she was laughing and smiling at her friends. And I was like, changing. It's like changing your reality in front of you. I didn't, that's what it felt like happened. Because
And
it was
and you know what? That yes, that happens with us. I mean, it was like, oh my God, I don't have that belief anymore. Oh my God, I'm free from that. Oh my God.
yeah,
Boom, like that.
right. You stop seeing her that way and you see her another way, and there she is. Yeah, yeah,
Because as we shift, then the world shifts. And I didn't believe that for a long time,
yeah. No, because we're
but
told
I
that,
I
I
see
suppose.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see it little bits now like that. Oh yeah, okay, well, shoot.
Yeah.
Let's change your, because I've always said this, change your mind, change your world.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. It is. It is the mind.
And so we can choose to wake up with a smile in the morning, because I woke up with a frown most whole my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
I'm
still
very
don't always
aware of
wake
that.
up with a smile, but
Just like I catch myself going, and then I'm like, and
right.
fake it till you make it kind of thing. And you just get used to it. And when you smile, your whole body you feel your body shift. It's really interesting internally.
It is.
Um,
It's can be subtle or not, but and it doesn't have to be like,
no.
no, it's just a little,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
little thing. It's like this little feeling in here that, and it permeates through the eyes, and this is my thing now, along with the beauty, because that's part of the beauty of the world,
Yeah.
is sharing and connecting in that way and letting go of all these false beliefs that we've had forever. And like you say, ancestral.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, the what's it called? Family constellation.
Oh,
Um,
yes, that's
yeah.
powerful too. I did
Right.
that.
So that's the same thing, isn't it? Like it's acted out in front of you, and then you reenact it, and then play it differently, and then you get a letter from your or a call from your relative or whoever it was the next day.
Yes,
Relationship shifted. It's just like,
it's so interesting.
yeah, like what are we playing with here? What is this? But still, the question is like, why? Why are we here? You know? Um,
Well,
or
should
we
we answer that?
or we can try. We got the answer.
I think we're here to enjoy this magnificent, marvelous, magical, mysterious existence that has been gifted to us.
Uh-huh.
I get a tingle. Here's the thing. I did this catering. I've been a chef, right, and a caterer for many years. And there's this non-dual group up here that has these retreats twice a year. So
Hmm.
there's a 5-day retreat and then a 10-day retreat. And I cooked for the retreats. And that actually was really a wonderful, one of my most highest wonderful catering kind of things. So the teacher, and I happen to love the teacher, his name is Joel, and he is from Hollywood, awakened Hollywood producer, whatever. Hilarious. And that really helps. But anyway, when I got enough of the of my catering all together, then I could go and listen to whatever meeting or go to anything to listen to that I wanted to. So he was talking about the mystery. And
Hmm.
the mystery is my thing. Because when you stand in the mystery, there's nothing to know, to figure out, or anything. It's just this in all of its magnificence.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I said to Joel, I said, so he came in and put his dish down and, thanked me for dinner. I said, well, so what happens to the mystery when you wake up? Because there is an actual a thing that happens. Some of these people have woken up. You pop out of the program.
Mhm.
You pop out, and when that happens, you're no longer part of it. They can't pull on you. They,
Mhm.
the loosh and all that stuff. It's so anyway. I said, so Joel, what happens to the mystery when you wake up? I mean, what? And he said, here's the deal. Here's the deal. You realize you are the mystery.
Mm. Mhm.
And that tingled and titillated through my whole body for the whole rest of the event. You are the mystery.
Right. Yeah. We're
And
all.
how, I mean, how, because we are, I mean, our body is incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Us
God.
stuff without us
It's
asking it.
absolutely incredible, amazing. You know, the universe and the universe, they're the same thing in this micro and
Yeah.
mac. Anyway, so you are the mystery. We are the mystery. And that's really all we need to know,
Yeah.
because then we're connected to
Mhm.
the heart, to the earth, to each other.
Yeah.
That's all. And they have destroyed that magical incredibleness of this, whatever this is.
Yeah. The moment.
The
The moment,
moment,
they're taking us
this.
out of the moment. If we could stop for a moment, but it's this constant barrage to keep us out of it. So,
Exactly. And we have to keep calling ourselves back. So I have this thing that I do that I've hated, and I've done everything to try and stop it. And I bite on my lip and
uh-huh.
kind of chew.
Mhm.
And so now what was I going to say about that?
uh,
Where I
the
was
mystery,
gonna,
the moment, in the moment.
yeah.
Have you started seeing
Oh
it?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Presence, being present.
Hmm.
So I notice that when I'm doing that now, because I've had to check into it because I hate it
Yeah.
and I don't want to be doing it. It's a habituated, ridiculous thing, whatever.
Yeah. It's a mind
So
program in the body, isn't it?
so yeah, yeah, it's something that I do, and I don't know how I got in the habit of it. But so what has helped me? Presence. Where is presence? For you, Linda, for me, it's in my mouth.
Right. Yeah.
To be present, I
Uh-huh.
have to be in my mouth.
Right.
When I'm not present, doing stupid things or thinking stupid thoughts or worrying about how my daughter is, done.
Yeah.
Presence is in my
Yeah.
mouth. And that's what I say to myself when I find myself doing that. Presence is in your mouth. And so I'm practicing now to be present and do other things.
Uh-huh.
So I can be here,
Yeah.
but I can be doing this,
Yeah.
and I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
And it's all about being present. And you're right. That's what they try to take away from us, is this presence, by
Mm.
all the distractions and all the things happening everywhere that
Hmm.
we have no idea about. So
Yeah.
just here now, you and me here
Mm.
now, that's all there is in the whole entire world, is
Mm.
this moment now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you for that. I'm sure that will help others too.
Maybe, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Maybe, well, yeah, if it helps one person, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a little experiment yesterday in this kind of vein, and it was something I thought, it's from the 70s or something. This guy was just talking about if you've got any kind of issue, anything wherever you can't solve it, he's like, I'm telling you, this will solve it. Go and sit down somewhere. He said, no coffee and no cigarettes. So you just sit down somewhere in silence for 30 minutes to 60 minutes. Just sit there and you'll solve it. And he said, without a doubt, kind of thing. He said, it'll take you 25 minutes. You'll have all these thoughts going through and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, generally once you get to 25, 30 minutes, suddenly you'll have the insights coming in and the ideas will come to you. And I did. I had three really good ideas come to me. I think it was probably around the 45 mark. And then after that, I did this list of 20 things, which is also was on the post of this. And what one of his other techniques is if you can't find a solution to something, so write down 20 solutions to it. So he said most people can't get past four or five. And he said, but push yourself. Just keep pushing yourself till you get to 20. And he said, I guarantee you'll get some real great gems out of that. He's like, just keep pushing. And if you can push past the four or five, the mindy kind of stuff and the conscious, then you can really push into your subconscious and you'll really get the magic.
And I
And I did.
agree. And you did. And
Yeah.
it
I
happened.
was like, wow,
Right.
I hadn't thought of that. That's a good idea. Hmm.
And
So
I think also just being in the silence, there's
yeah.
something about that. I am pretty silent if you look at it that way within in my world. I rarely have I love music, but I don't always have it on during the day. It's pretty quiet
No,
around
I
here.
don't either.
I work in my garden. I It's all quiet, just nature and
Yeah.
all of that. And but my point is also that when we're really turning on something
Mm,
and we're looking into it and we're looking for more information, we're doing a little research, we're trying to find out what it is, and so when we can sit in the silence,
yeah.
then you're right, it takes a while for the quiet to come, but all of a sudden, sometimes there is that download that happens. I
Mm,
have had that in my life with my daughter and that Neville Goddard stuff. And
mm,
what I did, it was like, boom,
yeah.
it came because you're churning on it, you're thinking about it, you're wanting it, you're looking, you're
Mm,
applying. We've People have to apply the thing, and they're often afraid because you're not going to like what you see the first couple of times when you look in there.
yeah. Yeah.
You're just not going to like it, and you're going to want to close it down and say that's not me or whatever. But
Mm,
if
yeah.
you keep going, like you said, like you just keep pushing through for that number 20,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
something can happen, but we don't have the focus or the fortitude anymore generally, and I can be guilty of this too because everything happens so fast. You
yeah.
can just scroll on to the next, do the next, go
More
whatever.
distraction,
So
more distraction. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not talking about meditating either. It wasn't like I'm going to sit down and meditate.
right.
And I did actually close my eyes because I didn't really want to see all this beautiful nature and get distracted.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like, I've got to meditate and sit down. I just sat there and I was like, like I was saying to you yesterday, it was like going through the boredom. And once you break through the boredom, then you get to the magic.
Yeah. And that's what I think the program mostly stops us at now.
Yeah.
They want to stop us before we get past that
Yeah.
into the magic, into the beauty,
Yes.
into the deeper understanding.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't want us to get bored because through the boredom,
Right.
the magic.
And like we said too yesterday, what a luxury it is to be bored.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
People think, "Oh God, I'm bored. I got to get something going on here,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm just sitting here." No, just sit,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
just sit. And I was just going to say, then we can move on, that the mind, in my experience anyway, will take us to the lowest possible place every time. And that's why we have to be aware of the mind chatter
Mm,
because it's so much bullshit in here
yeah.
going on all the time.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to have, that's where our self-talk is so crucial and so important. We have to counteract that every time it happens
Yeah.
because otherwise we're just going down, down, down,
Yeah. Yeah. It's
and down.
firing and rewiring. We just got to rewire those synapses.
Right,
And then
exactly.
it's true, we're just like a little computer and we have to program ourselves, unprogram, deprogram, and reprogram.
Well, see, I guess we are. I think sometimes I've often asked myself this: Are we just divine robots finally discovering ourselves?
Yeah.
Right? Because
Yeah.
in order to make these computers and these robots and whatever, it is because of us.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
very curious to me. And it all still leads back to the mystery. Nobody knows what this is, where it is, how we got here. How did we ever first ever come to be? How did this ever?
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Where is the start? What?
It's
What?
not knowable. It's not knowable. How did we ever? How did any of this? What is it? Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when we go there, see, what is it when we really go there to that place that I love so much? It is so expansive. It is so loving. It is so connecting. It's like, how could you ever think anything bad here? You see, and I learned David Martin, during COVID, Dr. David
Oh, yes.
Martin,
Yeah. Yeah.
he was wonderful. And he said to me, and I have uh, repeated this many times, shared it many times, it is a profound truth to me. And it is that nature does not conspire against humanity, only criminals do.
Hmm. Hmm.
And when we can really realize that and stand it, nature is not out to get us. Life is not out to get us. Life has given us life.
Yeah.
Life has given us this most beautiful, abundant, mysterious, miraculous mystery
Hmm.
to explore.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God. I mean, it can just send tingles when you really stand in it and you feel that.
Yeah.
That's the only truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Well,
I don't,
I was going to say, should we leave it at that?
that's kind of, I guess that could kind of be it, as some little wrap up thing you might like to say or something. But
Mm.
for me, it's about the beauty of life,
Yeah. Yeah.
the beauty of life in all of it. And we are that.
Yeah.
And until we really remember that we are that,
Hmm.
it's not going to change.
Yeah. Yeah. And we've all had those magical moments, those magical times when things have just happened that we've just thought of. And it's just remembering. Yeah. Like you say.
It is remembering
Yeah.
ourselves, to the earth, to each other, to what this is, because there
Yeah.
is so much beauty here. And that really, to me, that's all it's about,
Mm.
is exploring and living the gift of beauty that has been given to us. I mean, my God.
Mm.
And then sharing it,
Yeah. And then sharing it and
right?
being together.
And I've had to do a lot of inner work,
Yeah.
a lot of looking at my own darkness to find that I even had any love to give or any beauty to share.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's all this doubt, all this thing. I'm not good enough. I don't have it. I'll never be able to do it, you know. And those constrict and constrain us so deeply in
Yeah.
how we experience life and share with others. So I've had to do a lot of deep work to see if I even had any of that beauty or that goodness or that love in me, because yeah, I've been numbed out, dumbed down as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you know, it's worth everything.
Hmm.
It's worth everything. All of our darkness, all of our everything. It's worth it to look into it and to find liberation from
Hmm.
it and to live in freedom with
Hmm.
our expressions of love and sharing with each other. That's all.
Mm. Mm. No. Well, it's been wonderful having this conversation. I mean, we've had so many over the years, and I've said, "Oh, we must have a chat," and put it out because and here we
Well,
are.
I love it. And I don't know what kind of wisdoms we have in here or what, but always just chatting with you is a great experience.
Oh, well, thank you for being my first interviewee. I don't know what that's sure there's a better word than
I'm very honored, Simone. I really am, and it touches me deeply. So thank you.
Yay. Well, I'm sure we'll have many more. And this is what it's about. It's just, we're all in this together and we all have wisdom to share and our own expression. And it will hit some and we'll hit others in different ways. And as long as we just get out there and share it, I think that's the most we can do.
I think that's true. Sharing the love and the beauty of life um, has to, in a way, it has to reconnect us all because
Yeah.
that's what it's about. So,
Yeah. Yeah. And the party and having fun.
and absolutely. So I wish you could come to my party,
Yeah, me too. We'll have one together soon.
but we'll have one at your
Yeah.
place for
Yeah.
sure. So
Thank you, Linda.
thank you, Simone. I love you so much.
You too.
Have a
Bye.
great day. Mwah.
Mwah.
Bye.